Hey, what is up guys? ChunkyMonkey40 here with a video that I personally feel very strongly about. As you guys saw by the title, YouTube censorship is getting way out of hand. In this video, I'm going to discuss the facts along with my thoughts and opinions about the issue, but before I do that, please be sure to leave a like on the video if you agree with the stuff I say, along with sharing the video around, and hopefully this will get seen by YouTube so I could bring my opinion to their attention. In fact, this isn't even opinion, this is more my prediction than opinion. One very quick disclaimer though, I don't know if it is new or not, but I want to bring up that the yellow circle with the money sign in it does not mean no ads whatsoever will be shown on your video. It means that some advertisers probably don't want to show their ads on that video. But knowing YouTube and the way they've been acting recently, I doubt there will be any ads on that video. Unless of course Rockstar Games is running an ad, then of course they're going to want their ads to be shown on GTA 5 videos. Or gaming videos, whatever type of video that you made that got demonetized or given little to no ads. Anyways guys, this video will be broken down into two sections. Section number 1 is where I will discuss all the facts that I was able to gather, and section 2 is where I will discuss my theories, thoughts, and opinions about these issues, but we are going to start off with the facts. I tried my absolute best to not get too opinionated with the facts, so even though I touch on some theories and thoughts and opinions throughout the facts section, I still did reveal the pros and cons. But now over the last 2 years or so, it has come to the attention of more and more creators that YouTube is limiting creativity more and more day by day. As of say about 3 years ago, you could upload a video of you using cuss words, trashing anyone you feel like trashing in a video, much like what Leafy is Here does, and you could also make a career out of it through the YouTube monetization system. Back then, YouTube did not have as much limits on the content as they do now. You could also discuss topics such as suicide awareness and even get into politics and talk about stuff like how you think Donald Trump is an amazing president or how much you think Hillary Clinton should be in prison. I'm about to summarize some quotes from the YouTube support page by first listing the categories that are discussed along with the descriptions of them. YouTube's exact words will be pictured on the screen, but for the sake of this video, I will just summarize each topic. Of course, all my sources will be linked down below in the description in order of the order that I used them. I'm doing that only because if you guys do not trust me and where I got this information, or maybe you don't necessarily believe or understand something, you can go and investigate this issue for yourself. But I can assure you guys that all this stuff I have learned from either watching other reliable videos by people such as McJuggernuggets or reading exact quotes off of the YouTube support page. Anyways guys, we are going to start off with the controversial issues and sensitive events topic. But basically, number 1 says that if you discuss sensitive topics such as war, political conflicts, terrorism, extremism, death, tragedies, sexual abuse, or use a lot of swearing even, you will not be able to make money off of that video. But of course, there are some exceptions, such as if you only say the fuck word twice. But if you use it like Kid Rock does, your video will probably get demonetized. Number 2 is drugs, dangerous products, or substances. This is one of the few obvious ones. Pretty much if you want to do blow, aka snort cocaine in a video, you are probably going to get it demonetized or removed from YouTube, along with the possible visit from the police. This one of course can tie into another one, which is sexual content or nudity. If you don't know what this means, pretty much you can't bang your girlfriend in a video on YouTube. And it says in the guide that you cannot animate sex either. Have some respect for others and change your platform from YouTube to Pornhub, where that stuff is not only accepted. I'm continuing through the list, only skipping all bullying related topics because bullying is just plain wrong and you seriously shouldn't give people crap for being who they want to be. Sorry to say it, but you don't run the world, Cupcake, so put your big boy or girl panties on and not be a douche to that kid over there who's being himself. If he's a douche to you, then guess what? Self-defense is a way different story. You know what? Scratch that, scratch that, scratch that. If someone calls you a faggot because he thinks you are one, get over it. If that person doesn't like you, studies show that the more you avoid someone who hates you, the less they can hurt your feelings. Disclaimer, yes, being offended is a normal human emotion, so no, you do not need to limit other people's opinions or happiness if you do not like what makes them happy, especially since the United States is a free speech country. I'm just putting that out there, but anyways guys, moving away from the bullying lecture, here are the topics that need some fixing considering the fact that this mainly affects the gaming YouTubers such as myself, Jokester18, and many other creators like us. Inappropriate language, violence, and harmful or dangerous acts are 3 guidelines that need some revising in my personal opinion. But of course, before criticizing these 3 rules of what is not allowed on YouTube, I know about the video games influencing violence bullcrap theory. I understand both sides of the argument. One side of the argument says that video games can get your brain used to seeing a machete go through someone else's head or body with blood spurting everywhere, in which that is partially true because the more you see something, it is statistically proven, as far as I know anyways, that the more you see something, the less you're afraid of it. But the other side says that violent video games are a good thing because they give you a way to vent your anger out without harming anybody in real life. This is a very huge debate and I am not in a position to talk about it because I have a channel based around GTA 5, which, in case you live under a rock, that is a violent crime game. So for the sake of this argument and my personal beliefs, of course I'm going to side with the gamers' end of the argument just to show and explain what I personally feel should be fixed in favor of the YouTube gaming community so that we can actually turn a profit on our creative videos that are just using the materials at hand. I will explain what I mean by the materials at hand by starting off with the video game itself. From what I learned in my very reliable YouTube and Wikipedia research, the Entertainment Software Rating Board is the company that assigns age and content ratings for the United States and Canada and all across the entire North American continent. You may be asking yourself, well, so what? What else do they do besides assign age and content ratings to the games? Well, they enforce the industry-adopted advertising guidelines. Now, this is going to be my assumption, and once again, I have no clue if any of this information about the ESRB is 100% correct, since it is from Wikipedia, but I would assume that if they check the advertising guidelines, they would also check the game out more. They would definitely need to make sure that the game isn't teaching you something like how to cook crystal methamphetamine or something like that. I know for a fact that the real DEA played a big part in the creating of the show Breaking Bad. The DEA could make sure that the show wasn't being too realistic when it came to the meth cooking. Let's say that the game is now approved by the government to be sold to people 18 and up. The game isn't too realistic to where it could show you how to do something like cook crystal meth or make cocaine. The game is good. Now, let's see what YouTube is saying. The YouTube support page, which is linked down below, they say, and I quote, "Violence in the normal course of video gameplay is generally acceptable for advertising, but montages where gratuitous violence is the focal point is not accepted." Pretty much what that tells me is that I cannot make a sniper montage, which of course makes sense because those do get quite gory. But what they also are saying in the guidelines is that it is allowed to be violent in videos on YouTube as long as it is in a video game. Now, this video game that we are using, for example, is law approved. Now, that doesn't necessarily make it Walmart approved. But wait a minute, Walmart sells these violent video games like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto 5. So if they have it approved for the shelves, wouldn't they want to bring more people in the store so they could sell more copies? Walmart, here's a solution for your little ad block out on YouTube. What you guys should do is make an advertisement promoting your electronics section. That could lead to you guys getting more attention in the gaming community than GameStop. Do something like get Call of Duty World War II for 10% off on release day if you sign up for a rewards card. Something like that. I know for a fact that that would send so much people into Walmart. Now you can advertise on YouTube on these videos that are related to gaming and the stuff that you guys are selling in your store the same way their companies do. Example, Rockstar Games advertises the GTA 5 update trailers on GTA videos like my Crime Causers series or Dukes at Fault even. But here is my concern. Why in the world did I get my GTA 5 deathmatch video demonetized over what I assume was probably violence? It can't be swearing because I only swore once, maybe twice in the video back at the GTA 5 video grind, GTA 5 Crime Causers episode number 30. Another GTA 5 Crime Causers episode, which is called I Met Expert Thief While Playing GTA Online. guess what? That is demonetized. And I say demonetized because, much like I said in the beginning of the video, I personally believe like the limited or no ads is just a nice way of saying, hey, we're not going to put any ads on your video unless that company such as Rockstar Games or Clash of Clans wants to put their ad on your video. Why was that video demonetized? I have no clue. Seriously, YouTube, if I wish you would at least send me a freaking email or something like that to tell me, hey, this video is going to get limited or no ads because you violated this guideline, and then give me a timestamp, just like you guys didn't do when I used the Bob Seger song for the Silent Killer episode that you guys muted all the audio on. Yeah, that's right. Silent Killer Season 2, episode number 10 had all the audio muted. Completely muted. Why was it muted? Because Turn the Page was copyrighted. They could have at least taken out the song and left the voice acting in there. I would have been fine with that. I seriously would have been fine. I would have just taken the video down and then I would have put it back up with a different version of Turn the Page. So that right there is BS that I didn't even get an email about that. You muted the audio of my entire freaking video, YouTube. But anyways, back to the GTA 5 Crime Causers episode called I Met Expert Thief, well, a fake expert thief, while playing GTA Online. Yes, of course it's a clickbait title considering the fact that I met an impersonator of Expert Thief. I actually thought that it was the real one for a good 20 minutes. I did not really want to do any investigating because I just wanted to sort of play it off as if it was real because I knew I'm recording right now, so either way, if I play it off as if it's real, maybe it is the real one, and I'll be not only in an Expert Thief video, but I'll also maybe get my video recognized by Expert Thief. There is nothing whatsoever in the guidelines about impersonation or clickbait, so what the heck? The evidence that clickbait cannot get demonetized is shown from looking at Logan and Jake Paul's houses. Anyways though, yes, I do hate the Paul brothers, but Jake Paul I do have a little bit more respect for just for what he did around Hurricane Harvey time. But I still hate Logan Paul. Clickbait, obviously not possible to demonetize. Impersonation, you cannot do that because how do you know that it's not just an actor? So therefore that cannot get demonetized because then boom, you can't make skits on YouTube all of a sudden. But one thing that is a bit more understandable is swearing. But YouTube, on the real note, you guys really should lighten up on your restrictions for that. On the issue of swearing, YouTube stated, and I quote, "Video content that contains frequent uses of strong profanity or vulgarity throughout the video may not be eligible for advertising. Occasional use of profanity won't necessarily result in your video being ineligible for advertising, but context matters." Let's define context. Context means the circumstances that form the setting for an event, statement, or idea, and in terms of which can be fully understood and assessed. Okay, great. So now let's say that Jokester18 is going to make a video that has no copyrighted content, no violence, no nothing. All it is him and his wife beater holding his Walter White doll. The video is titled something along the lines of raging about Breaking Bad being canceled. So Jokester18 just uploaded this video and it involves him dropping the F-bomb a lot along with calling AMC the C word. Should that video be demonetized? If I was trying to sell something like lemonade, then yeah, I definitely wouldn't associate my brand with that type of content. Let's break down this new Jokester18 video. It is a rage video. The title once again is Raging About Breaking Bad Being Canceled. Rage is basically a descriptive way of saying anger. It clearly states that Jokester18 is pissed off. Here's some common sense for you guys. When people are angry, they will cuss, kick, punch, whatever will please them enough to relieve their anger and or stress. So let me paint this scenario for you guys. Jokester18. He has been getting anywhere from $200 to $400 each video all summer, along with making money on his Fiverr, which will be linked down below if you want to get your video edited by the great Jokester18. But pretty much for the sake of this, let's just say that Jokester18 made $200 to $400 off of every single video that he did on YouTube, plus some extra money on Fiverr, and he has, say, $12,000 saved up. Now this new video that he just released, boom, it dropped and it got 2 million views. Holy crap. Well, on YouTube, that's actually not that much money for 2 million views. You get anywhere from 50 cents to $2 per 1,000 views. Jokester18 would have made an approximate $2,000 off of this 2 million view video. Jokester18 really wanted this Camaro for his first car, and that was the last $2,000 that he needed. Aw, dang, too bad YouTube demonetized that video. It's too offensive, and you can't put ads on offensive things, can you? No, you can't do that. The viewer was watching the video to see Jokester18 lose it. I completely understand that you shouldn't probably advertise Dawn soap on a video of a guy swearing in his bedroom, looking at his computer, talking into a microphone full of anger because a show about a teacher cooking crystal methamphetamine was canceled. See, now here's the thing, YouTube. There are ads for things such as anger management counseling or even Better Call Saul. You could put those ads on that video and it would fit perfectly. Dawn soap should not be advertised on that type of video. But of course, Jokester18 should not be held accountable for that advertisement ending up on his video. I also feel that YouTube shouldn't be held accountable for that situation either. As far as my knowledge goes, ads are randomly distributed amongst channels that are eligible for monetization based on how much the company paid to have their ads distributed. YouTube, of course, will still somehow figure out a way to make money off of Jokester18's video, and Jokester18 will still be out the money for a Camaro. What YouTube should do is fix their way of distributing the advertisements on the platform. Gaming videos should have gaming related advertisements from places like Rockstar Games or Activision, and makeup videos should have makeup related ads. Ads should not be randomly distributed by how much that person paid to put their ad on YouTube. The ad should be randomly distributed through the genre of video and also the genre of the ad. Classify the ad as a certain type of advertisement and use it on certain types of videos. Here is my example, and in case a girl YouTuber is watching this, I'm going to use a girl example. Laura Lee does fashion related videos. Her videos should run ads such as makeup, facial lotion, jewelry, clothing, stuff like that. The typical things a woman or someone interested in fashion would want to buy. Now, there is an all-new fashion game on the cell phones. This fashion game is blowing up. The people who made the fashion game want to promote their game on YouTube through the advertising system. They get their ad through, but now Laura's video just started airing that ad for this new fashion game. Now that ad will be good for both gaming content and fashion content now, right? Yeah, it will be. No, it won't. It's a fashion game. Why should it be advertised on something like a Call of Duty sniper montage? I wouldn't want that game to be in front of my Silent Killer episode since it would probably send people away. They're looking to see someone get killed silently. They're not looking to get an app that involves makeup. This is what YouTube should do. They pay more attention to the age groups to get those fashion game ads to play on videos for people 17 and under. Along with focusing on age, they should also be focusing on gender. A female audience that is 17 and under would really enjoy that fashion game a lot more than a 15-year-old dude. YouTube, I hope that gives you guys some ideas to work around and maybe experiment with. I do see a few plot holes with it that may be a concern to you guys as a business. One of those problems that may be a concern to you guys is that the size of the female YouTube audience numbers being much lower than the male YouTube viewer numbers. Maybe you guys could figure out a way to where it also looks at the content people watch. Then that could probably be the best way to distribute your ads. Say there's this guy named Tim who loves Beyonce and also loves watching makeup tutorials. That advertisement would be the perfect advertisement to play for him. Much like how the recommended videos work, host recommended ads based on interests of the viewer. Now moving off to section 2, which is my personal thoughts, opinions, and theories, even though I know a lot of this video became very opinionated and I also talked a lot about the stuff that I personally believe with this issue. I feel like I delivered the facts as non-biased as I could, but once again my sources are down below if you guys want to go and check them out. My final thoughts on this issue are very simple. I mainly made this video because I'm watching YouTube, aka the platform I want to pursue a career on. I'm watching it turn into politically correct television. If they continue to put the money before the creators, their slogan YouTube, broadcast yourself, will have to become YouTube, broadcast yourself as long as you don't offend anybody. I really don't care if you are offended by my content or not. If you can't stand country music and are not being forced to listen to it, why in the world are you listening to country music? That is what is wrong with YouTube. These jackasses get on their computer to watch videos they know they are gonna hate, then they go into the comment section and we see it all the time. They just whine and cry and get mad, they hate on you, then they go to other stupid sites like Blogspot, or even they use Twitter too, I've noticed, so that they could whine to YouTube for allowing that video on the platform. Advertisers got wind of people getting mad at YouTube. The advertisers got mad at their child YouTube and said, "Get down on your knees and fix this stuff or you're finished." And all they did was make it to where if your channel didn't have over 10,000 views, you couldn't monetize your videos. Personally, I think that is a great thing because now you can't make a random channel and start uploading a bunch of racist Nazi jokes and stuff like that and then make money off of it. Well, you can still upload that type of stuff to YouTube, but you cannot make money off of it until you get 10,000 views. At 10,000 views, you will get a pat down like at the airport. You will get checked for the things such as racism, over swearing, stuff like that, violence, gore, all that stuff. If he is super racist, then his channel would have been reported and probably taken down before he hit 10,000 views. But on the other hand, if he hasn't said the N-word once, he may just be okay. So the next thing you know, YouTube cracked down on that type of stuff, but then the advertiser blackout has started. Some of the biggest ad providers on YouTube, aka Walmart and PepsiCo, pulled their ads off of the YouTube platform along with many other advertisers. This led revenue to decrease since YouTube needs their cut to keep the site running. YouTube still gets about 40% of all the revenue. Then as for the creators, they have to split the 60% that gets distributed across the entire platform. The little guys like myself are getting little to nothing revenue-wise because people like the Paul brothers and Vanoss are hogging the revenue and also the top spots in the search engine. My final words to the people at YouTube: if you don't put the creators before advertisers soon, then you will be just digging your own grave. If your creators aren't making money, they will find a different source of revenue that is not YouTube. I love YouTube and making videos for YouTube, and I also want to pursue YouTube as a career by showing off my own personality. I am a Kid Rock loving, Dukes of Hazzard watching, GTA 5 skit making gamer. That is what my YouTube channel is. I love making Breaking Bad videos with Jokester18. I like to do my GTA 5 Dukes of Hazzard skits. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are about YouTube liberalizing their platform. Is it affecting you in any way, shape, or form? I am curious to hear your thoughts about the issue. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you think I did a good job of breaking down the issue, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or interested in some good quality GTA 5 skits revolving around Breaking Bad, the Dukes of Hazzard. But if you subscribe, it would be great if you turn those post notifications on so that you will never miss out on any videos that I upload to the Chunky Monkey 40 YouTube channel. Let me know if you guys want to see a follow-up to this video down in the comments. Share it around as much as you can. Let's try to get this video out to YouTube so that they could hear what I had to say, and maybe even take some of the ideas and start experimenting with them to possibly implement into the platform. Oh yeah, and don't forget to go and follow my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. They are all linked down below in the description under the sources for this video. But anyways, guys, with all that said and out of the way, I am Chunky Monkey 40 at youtube.com. Peace out, y'all. Oh, and get ready for Dukes of Hazzard episode number 4. I will be releasing a trailer very soon. Anyways, peace!